Everyone, hello. We are live. I wanted to get here early so I can make sure that my setup works because the YouTube is different from when I use Zoom to practice. Hello, everyone. We will get started in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So go ahead, get yourself a mat. Obviously, some hydration. If you're like me, then you require some padding for your knee. This is like an actual mat for yoga, but you can use whatever, not a mat, sorry, a blanket, but you can use whatever you want to help your feet. But yeah, go ahead. We will hopefully be able to save your comments this time. So we are going to be starting on the ground, so that's why I'm trying to figure out if I have the right setup so that you can see. We are going to be getting up and down too, so I got to make sure that you can see me when I'm standing and when I'm sitting. Alrighty, get comfy. We are going to start on the ground just because that's a good place to start. So we're up to a minute and a half. No, less than a minute and a half. And again, I just like to always be early because I don't know what's going to happen on the web, on the wide web. All right, so we're coming up on a minute before we get started. So I will make sure that I can see everything I need to. Again, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't unlooking. All right, here we go. We got a minute left. Cathy is here, everyone. Good to see you. Hopefully the volume is good. And we'll get started in less than a minute. Get your hydration. And yes, my notes are right here. Otherwise, we'll go forever. We'll never stop. Okay, 30 seconds. Got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And it's hot here, folks, so hopefully I don't pass out. Yes, I have AC, but it's humid and hot in the desert right now, and it sucks. So here we go. Alrighty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Everyone, it is noon Pacific time, and we are here for our monthly end of the month yoga flow. Cathy is here, your wellness coach, and we always start these with what we call positive quotient repetitions, or PQ reps. Yes, I could, use meditation, but I like to tell you about positive quotient repetitions, and so there's no better way than to show you. So again, we will be on the ground first, so go ahead and sit down. What I want you to do is I want you to always have a tall spine, okay, when you're sitting. So get up that spine, and then you can be in any cross-legged position, doesn't matter. And throw your shoulders back. And I want you now to go ahead, if you feel safe, close your eyes. We're going to take your one of your thumbs and your index finger, and I want you to start rubbing them together with such intention that you can feel your fingertip ridges. Can you maybe even feel your fingerprints? Awesome. Now, bring your palms together like in prayer, and go ahead and making sure that everything is, you're putting your palms together. Now, with that same intention, feel all your fingertips touching the other hands, and feel all the sensations. Can you feel your fingerprints? Can you feel the friction you're creating? Can you feel the heat that you're probably creating? Go ahead and bring your fingers down the opposite palm. Can you feel the lines, the creases, right, in your palm. Now go ahead and take one hand and put it on your belly. And without changing your breath, just notice what your hand is doing as you breathe. What do you notice? What's moving your hand? Now go ahead, blink your eyes open. And that, my friends, is what we call positive quotient repetitions or PQ reps. And you can learn more, go ahead and just drop in the comments PQs. All right, so now we're actually going to get into our flow. So we're going to be starting on the ground, but we are going to get up and down. So we are going to start on the floor. So I use, again, I have very knobby knees ever since I was little. So I always use something. So don't ever feel like, you have to suffer. You can always double up your mat or even use 2 mats, right? Just depends. But we're going to start in tabletop. So tabletop, we want to go ahead and have our wrist underneath our shoulders, and they want to be obviously shoulder width apart, our hands, and we want our knees underneath our hips, okay? And we're going to start this sequence of tabletop with cat-cow. So we want to go ahead and I want you to throw your shoulders back, like push them back, and now take your belly down, like in cow. Go ahead and inhale, and then exhale, protract, and get into cat. And really send your tailbone down, okay? Okay, inhale, come back into a nice elongated cow, meaning I want you to send your bum up. That is what really will arch your back really well. Go ahead. And exhale, into cat again. Really protract, push your way with your hands. And then one more time, we're gonna go. And when you are in cow, make sure you're looking forward, okay? Your eyes should just be forward. Exhale into cat. Ooh, yeah. All right, come to neutral. Now we're gonna go into bird dog. We're gonna do this slowly. I always want you to be thinking about how your movement is. So to illustrate, you're gonna take your right leg out, okay, behind you. And what I want you to think about is that I want you to keep the foot flexed, okay, at all times. And what I want you to do is to think about that the movement isn't coming from your toes. It's coming from your bum, okay? So go ahead and think about squeezing your tush so that your foot comes up when it's because of that, not because you're sending the foot up. So one more time, go ahead, think about the bum bringing up that foot. And it's not going to come up very long, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to send the foot up, okay? I should say we're going to use the bum to send your leg up. But now we're going to bring your opposite arm up, okay? And the idea is that you want your fingers on the opposite arm to really be pushing out away from the opposite foot. Come back. Okay, now we're going to try that on the other side. So go ahead, send the left foot out. Now we're going to, again, I want you to first think about flexing the toes and then using your bum to bring the leg up, okay? It's a subtle movement and it shouldn't be like really high. No, it should literally be you're using your bum to tell everything else to come up. Here we go. Now we're going to use, again, balance. We're going to send the foot up and at the same time, send that right arm out, okay? Inhale and then exhale down. So now we're going to go a little faster. Okay, bird dog is fun because it's challenging your balance on purpose. Go ahead, send your right foot out, opposite arm, come back down, send the left foot out, bring it up along with the right arm, come back down. One more time, right foot, left hand, come back down, left foot, right hand. Awesome. That should have challenged your balance. Okay, hello, who's over there? So now we're going to come into a wide child's pose. So child's pose, okay, in a wild child's pose, you want to have your toes, okay, big toes touching, heels touching, but your knees are wide, and then you're going to sit your bum back, okay, and the bum theoretically should reach your toes, but I mean your heels, but it's okay. Your arms want to be in a V, okay, you can put your head down and just sway a little bit. And this is the pose that you want to come back to if you ever get tired, okay, during this, hopefully around 40 minutes. And just let that come down, sway a little. Keep your arms active though. Okay, again, come back to child's pose whenever you want. Now, we're actually going to go into a few rounds of sun salutation B. So, we are going to come out of our child's pose, and we're going to then get into a first down dog. So, go ahead, send your bum up, and I want you to always think about having your hip width, okay? I don't want your feet together. I want them hip width. And this is your first down dog. So go ahead and walk out the doggy. Bring your one heel up, then the other. This should feel at least rejuvenating. And the concept, you don't have to have your heels, okay, touch the floor. If you get to, I want you to bend your knees generously and make sure your back is straight. That's what matters, okay? All right, we're going to send one foot forward, then the other, okay? And we're going to go ahead, come up, because we're going to start in our Tadasana, because that's the start of sun salutation B. So we're going to go 2 rounds, okay? And I'm not giving modifications per se, but I'll try to let you know what you could use, but we're just going to go into it. So we're in Tadasana, okay? Now I want you to take your fingertips and bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees, and touch your fingertips to the ground by your feet, okay? Then, in that stance, your hands go to your heart. This is, in fact, chair. Yes, it's supposed to be making you a little upset, okay? Go ahead, release that, go into Uttanasana. Okay, you can keep a generous bend in your knees. We just started. Half back, you can put your hands on your shins or have the fingertips touch as long as they are directly underneath your shoulders. Okay. Now, what I would say is to go into plank after this and then chaturanga. So whatever works for you. So like me, I'm going to go into plank first. Then I'm going to shift forward, put my legs down because I'm not feeling that energetic to chaturanga. Then come down. Okay. Then you can go into baby cobra, or actually upward facing dog. Okay, it's up to you. Then you're going to flip your feet, send the bum forward, and then get into another downward facing dog. Okay. Now what you're going to do, look forward. You're going to send your left leg forward between your hands. Make sure you're looking and that you're not in a tightrope. Okay, so you're hip width, your feet are still hip width, even though one's behind. Then on an inhale, go ahead, inhale, and then exhale up into crescent pose. Now, if you are familiar with sun salutation B, then you know that actually instead of crescent, you should be going into warrior one. Warrior one is hard, So I'm trying to keep it at least intermediate, all right? So crescent is the step, all right? So crescent, again, you want to think about your 2 feet energetically trying to come towards each other, okay? So they're not moving, but you want to think about them coming together because then you're going to create your mula bandha. You're going to create that stability in your pelvis. So you can have your hands here on your hips. This is the full expression of crescent, all right? You can test that balance if you want. Little baby back bend. Go ahead, come down. And now we're going to go into, again, chaturanga. You choose yours. So shift forward, come down chaturanga, flip those feet, upward facing dog if you wish. Again, you can have done baby cobra, cobra, whatever suits you. Once again into your down dog. And now we're going to send our right foot forward. So look forward, right foot now. And remember, you're not on train tracks. Make sure you have, or I should say you do want train tracks. You don't want a balance or a tightrope. So you want to make sure you have that hip width. Go ahead and inhale, exhale up into crescent bend. Again, you can go into warrior if you wish, but for me, crescent's working right now. And go ahead, inhale, exhale up those arms if you wish. It's up to you. Little baby back bend. Now I'm going to come back down, back into your flow. If you're tired, take a break. Okay, don't ever feel like you have to do something that you don't want to do. Now let's take a few breaths, okay, in downward facing dog. Audible sigh, one more time. Go ahead, take your left foot forward, then the right, and make sure you're still hip width. Go ahead, go into your half back. Hands can be on the shins or on the floor. Go ahead, go into Uttanasana. Okay, again, if you need to bend your knees, bend the knees. Then, with your fingers on the ground again, we're going back into chair. And yes, this is probably a challenging pose, and not a lot of people like it, but that's okay. So we're in chair, okay, and then we're going to come up into Uttanasana. One more row. Okay, one more time. We're going to go through sun salutation B. Okay, and this isn't actually the peak. Our peak is bridge, and I want to warm us up for bridge. Okay, so hip width with your feet. Okay, shoulders back. One more time through sun salutation B. We're going into chair. So we're into Tadasana. Send those fingers down, 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 down. Now you're in chair. How easy was that, right? Now back into Uttanasana. Okay, half back. All right, now, again, it's up to you. If you're getting tired, maybe just go on your knees. Okay, so shift first, then your knees, untuck, come down. Again, any version of cobra you want, go for it. Now we're going to go into the down dog, downward facing dog, sorry. And now we're going to go into crescent again. So left foot forward. Make sure you're not in a tightrope. Make sure you have that hip width. Inhale, then exhale up. However you want to express this crescent or warrior one if you wish. Come down. Again, if you want to take a break, you can. It is okay to decide what is best for you. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Go ahead, inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, and then exhale. Now we're going to go with our right foot forward. Make sure again you're not on a tightrope. Inhale, then exhale up. Get that balance. Okay. This is, crescent is just as, I would say, It's easier on your knees, but it's not necessarily easier than warrior one. Go ahead, send your arms up, little big bend, and then we're coming back down. You choose your flow, whatever works for you. And then downward facing dog. And now we're going to, we're going to finish up, but we're going to take one foot forward, then the other. Then we go to half back again. However this works for you, your hands can be on your shins or fingers on the floor. Then Uttanasana. And then your fingers are already here, so now you just have to squat, okay, to get into chair, okay? And then come up, use that energy into Tadasana. Now what we're going to do is I want you to, because we're going to go back down and go into bridge, so to get there, I want you to think about, we were in chair, right? So go ahead and I want you to bring your feet together this time, because I do want you to balance a little bit. And I want you to go ahead, bend, okay? So this is traditional chair. Your toes are, big toes are together and you have a little space between your heels. So this is where you should be. But now what I want you to do, bring your hands to your heart and now lift those heels. Yes, you're gonna be balancing and it's gonna be difficult, but you can try it, all right? Lift those heels. Now we're coming down, ooh, coming down, we're coming down, we're coming down, and then laying on the, on the tush. So to get to our backs so that we can go into bridge, I want you to go ahead and I want you to really start to learn how to breathe. Now, Ujjayi breath, right, is when you're going through only using your mouth, your nose. But I'm going to ask that you not worry about Ujjayi breathing. I want you to use your actual exhale, okay, like breathe out, because a lot of us have been breathing wrong for the longest time when it comes to how we exercise. So this will be a perfect way to show you how to get down and how to use your breath. So I want you to think about your diaphragm basically becoming this big balloon. And so you inhale, you should feel your ribs come out. Okay, you should feel like a 360. So, all right, you should actually get elongated. When you exhale, what you should feel is that, oh, let me explain a little bit better even. Think about that your inhale is like a flower blooming. That bloom goes all the way down into your pelvis, okay? To exhale, when you exhale, you should feel like a corset has now gone around you and the pressure should come back up when you exhale. So we're gonna inhale, flower bloom, and then when we exhale, go down a little and you should feel this pull. All right, yeah, this is a little more than a yoga. Inhale, flower bloom, exhale, really feel that pelvic coming back up. One more time, inhale, and exhale. One vertebrae at a time. Now, we are going to get into bridge, now that you're really warmed up. So bridge is important because I warmed up your legs through the sun style B, because you're using your legs in bridge, okay? And I want you to enjoy bridge. A lot of people don't, but it is awesome because whenever you elevate your heart over your head, you're sending blood back into your head, which, by the way, stops aging, if anyone's worried about that, although it is natural. But it's a perfect way to rejuvenate, okay, all your energy. And this is where you're going to have that energizing feeling. So your good basis is to think about your feet. Yes, they're hip width apart, but think about if you can touch your fingers to the fingertips to your heels, you're probably in a good place. Now what I want you to do is that same energy about expanding when you inhale and in when you're, expand when you inhale. And when you're exhaling, your pelvis should come up. All right. So that's literally how you're going to lift yourself. So your elbows can be right by you and kind of helping you. They can be, your hands can be down, it's up to you. Think about your shoulders trying to come closer together. And now what we're going to do, we're really going to practice on the idea of that expansion to inhale. And then when we inhale is when we lift the tush, okay? So here we go. We're going to inhale, flower blooms. Now pick up your bum. And you can probably already feel how much stronger that was compared to any other bridge you've ever tried. Go ahead, come down, exhale. And exhale with the audible is what I was trying to say. One more time, inhale. Really fill up the belly, and then exhale. And what you want to do, stay in bridge now. You should have a tight bum, however that feels for you. So you should be really engaged in the bum. And those feet, your heels, should feel like they're coming towards your bum. Okay, they should feel like they're trying to energetically come towards the bum. That's how you can actually get higher. Okay, the more you send, or the more you tighten your tush, and you bring your think about energetically sending your feet, heels closer to you, to your bum, that's what can lift. But getting high is not the point in bridge, okay? Again, now that your heart is higher than your head, now that energizing feeling is going to come when you slowly come down. You should feel a little bit of energy, okay? You should feel like a little tingly, and that's what we want. So now we're going to go into one-legged bridge. And why do I want to do that? Because stability is what we're looking for. We always want to have stability and mobility, okay? So we're going to have our it doesn't matter. I don't need to show you either way. So we're going to start with our right foot. Go ahead and put that a little bit more towards the middle of you, okay, the midline of your body, so that you have a little bit of support. Send your left foot out, okay? And I want you to keep the foot flexed. Why flexed and not pointed? I find that when people point their toe, they lead with their toe. No, I want you to lead with the bum. The bum is what's going to be picking up. So flex the left foot. Okay, it's out behind, it's out, straight out. And now we're going to go ahead. When we inhale, we're getting ready. And then when we exhale is when we bring with the bum, that knee should be touching the other knee. Okay, go ahead, inhale down, barely touch the bum to the floor, and then exhale. That, again, sensation should be coming, all your energy is coming towards your chest. So inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, and one more time, and all right, go ahead and bring your left foot in. Now you're going to send the right foot out straight. Again, make sure you are flexing, not pointing. And again, let's go ahead and put our thumbs down, sorry. The foot that's down, you should always be thinking about it, again, trying to get towards your bum. Both butt cheeks should be working, okay? So when we inhale, then we exhale and we send our hips up and come down. Inhale and exhale. Those two knees should be coming together. And inhale again. And then exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Go ahead, come back down. That was a little work, and you probably felt like you might have been like in a Pilates class instead of a yoga class, but it's all about integration, right? You can integrate Pilates with yoga and vice versa. And that was your peak pose, people. You should feel, when you bring yourself back down, you should feel a little energized, right? You should feel a little bubbly, and that's a good thing. So go ahead and let your feet or I should say let your legs come out. We're not quite done yet. We're going to go into some supine twists simply because I worked your tushy, and I want to make sure that you have, after you got contraction, right? Now you want to elongate. So we're going to go ahead and you're going to let your left leg straight. Make sure you flex the foot. You're going to bring your right knee in to your chest. Okay, go ahead and give it a little tug towards your chest. Maybe you want to send it, try to get it into your armpit. That can happen too. Go ahead and center it again. And what I always want you to remember is whenever I ask you to go into a supine twist, you want to make sure that you're adjusting your hips. So you can use your elbows to help you one way or another. So you're going to take your left hand over the right knee, and as you start setting it towards the left side, use your right elbow to help you adjust so that now your hips are stacked. It doesn't matter if if your right knee touches the floor. That's not the point. More important is that your two shoulder blades, okay, your shoulders are actually what's still on the mat. That's what's going to gauge where you go with that knee, okay? So both shoulders should be on the floor. You can have the left hand still on the knee if you want. You can have your right hand, okay, or the right arm in a cactus. You can have it in a T. I like to have it in like at a diagonal up away from the hip, and I like to put you can give yourself a little bit more even space by taking your thumb on the left hand and sticking it into the right hip and then trying to send that hip forward. Meanwhile, you're again using your right hand to elongate, and you should feel a nice stretch all through your arm, all the way into that twist, okay? And this is a wonderful way to continue the tingly, natural, energizing sensations. Okay. That was awesome. Go ahead and let go. Bring your arm down on the right side. And again, being careful, you want to bring the right leg back and then use your right foot to then give you some leverage so you can reset your hips. Okay, I'm all about not forcing anything and taking your time because we don't want to make movements that are jerky and then we hurt ourselves. So I'm going to turn around so you can see it from this side as we go to the other side. Okay, so we're on our back. Okay, your right foot now your right leg is out straight, and you flex that foot. You're going to take your left knee towards your chest. Okay, give it a nice little tug. First in the middle, towards your chest, and then if you want, you can put it to the side. See if you can get it in the armpit. It can happen. It doesn't have to. Go ahead, bring it back to the center. And again, same thing. We want to be gentle with our hips. So we're going to put our right hand on the left knee. As we start guiding it, we're going to use our left elbow to help bring our hips into a stacked position. And then that actually makes it really easy because gravity then is what is sending the knee to the opposite side. Okay, gravity is your friend in some cases. And again, it's not about the knee touching the floor. It's about keeping your shoulders on the mat. So if that means that you're up here, that's okay. It doesn't matter. I want your shoulders to stay on the floor because that's where the twist is going to happen in your lower part. I don't want you hurting, okay, your back. So the right hand can be on the twisted leg. I'm kind of close to my wall, so, but you can have your left arm however you wish. It can be in a cactus. That actually feels kind of cool. It can be out in a T, which I can do. I'm too close to the wall. But I do like to, I like to elongate at a diagonal. so that I can then really think about getting this stretch from the armpit all the way down to that lovely, lovely hip. And when you're ready, again, think about shifting your hips first. So when you bring your foot down on the left side, use that to lift your hips up so that now you're in a nice, not elevated. You are now, again, facing forward. Okay, and your hips are square. That's it. And now we are ready for our favorite part, which is Shavasana, since we're down here. So you can take whatever posture you want for Shavasana. You can have your legs out, okay, your arms away from your body. I'm going to stick with butterfly for now, just so that my lower back stays more onto the mat. And let's go ahead and enjoy our Shavasana. So if you have the time, feel free to close your eyes. If you must go ahead and give yourself a nice pat on the back. But if you're staying, go ahead and close your eyes if you can. And let the mat hold you. Let your body sink into the mat. Think of it like a billowy cloud engulfing your body. And just settle in. Let your breath go. And just notice your breath without changing it. Hopefully you have a little buzz still. And enjoy the happiness and the peace that your body feels right now. Being still is a reward to your body after all its hard work for you right now. And if you wish, you can stay in Shavasana. If you get to move on, feel free to come back off the cloud. Return to the top of your mat, so to speak. Feel your body now on the floor. Still supported, but not in the dream state, so to speak. And go ahead and wiggle your fingers ever so slightly. And go ahead and wiggle these toes. If it's calling to you, go ahead and give yourself a nice whole body stretch. From your toes to your hands, back down, more time. And let's go ahead and get into a side. If you can, keep your eyes closed. And when you're ready, use one hand to guide your leg up to a sitting position. Eyes still closed. And whatever easy seat you can take, go for it. eyes still closed if you can. Let's go ahead. Bring in one big long breath. And bring your hands into prayer on your chest. Being grateful for being able to move your body today. And if it resonates with you, bring your hands to your forehead and bow towards your mat. Namaste. Open your eyes if you haven't already. Thank you for joining me, and we look forward to next month. My favorite, I don't know if you call it a holiday really, because it's not what we call a holiday, right? But I love Halloween. Halloween is my favorite day of the year. Even, well, next to my birthday. My birthday and then Halloween. So Halloween scores. So I'm going to think of something fun. Hopefully that, you might want to invite the kids to, although hopefully they would be in school because at noon, right, Pacific time, they should be in school. Anyway, I'm thinking of hopefully at least having some type of, no, wait, it's not October 31st. Never mind. September 30th. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I got excited. I was thinking it was already going to be October. Sorry. Scratch that, reverse it. September 30th, we will be back and we will see what that has for you. It will be right after the autumn equinox. So we'll see how that plays out for us. Meanwhile, thank you so much and we'll see you next time. Take care, take charge, God bless.